Hello every pony of YouTube. This is the Nova Narrator coming back with chapter 2 of Equestrian Armageddon. Yeah, Equestrian Armageddon sounds better. I would have spelled it like that the first time, but my autocorrect is an idiot. Yeah, you know how autocorrect is. Yeah, no, you like type one word and it messes it up to another and you're like, ah, fuck! Why can't it just stop? No, like mine sometimes auto-corrects the word out to up. And I've actually gotten in trouble by talking to a professional because my autocorrect misspelled Virginia. Which is pretty freaking funny because what it actually auto-corrected to. Which I'm just going to leave that out because it's awful dirty. But yeah, it had to do with lady parts. So let's just get into the story so I can stop my fucking rambling. And let's see where it goes. Yeah. See. Chapter 2, Equestrian Armageddon. Driving back the forces. And this time, Scorpion is with me. Considering this mission is a solo mission between me and him, I go through the forest, searching back and forth for any enemies we may have left. Considering there was bloodstains everywhere all over the trees, yeah, it was kind of obvious that the assholes have been here. Yeah, and as we got further into the forest, yeah, it was kind of clear we were getting closer to where they were at. Scorpion even spotted a sign where one of them scraped the tree. So yeah, we were basically almost right up on them. Either that or they were still moving because they were too pussy to come back and face us. But either or, we were eventually going to get them. There's no way they're destroying our world and getting away with it without a good size ass whooping. And believe me, we was aimed to give it to him. Dang it, I burped for a second there. Oh god. I just gotta get back to it. Wait, I lost my place. Fuck! Oh wait, here it is. Scorpion basically looks at me and points out that there is movement in the bushes. And considering that we were well-trained professionals, we went about it as quiet as possible to not alert them of our location and the fact that we're sneaking up on them. Yeah, because if you're trying to ambush someone, why the fuck would you want them to know that you're right fucking behind them? And yeah, that would sound like a dumb idea to me. Now let me just get back to it. We sneaked up to him. Scorpion grabbed him, the creature, by the tail. God, I'm tongue-tied for a second there. And pulled it out. Sure enough, it was one of them, so I blasted it right in the head as it fell to the ground in a bloody mess. We went through the bushes and realized where the rest of them went. They were hiding out in a cave. And we went back in the bushes. My plan was kind of bogus, but Scorpion's, it was a little frontal, and dangerous, but I liked it. Basically, what he suggested is we go in, everything ablazing, and kill as much as we can, which that would be pretty epic. So I suggested, yes, let's do it. As we both get to the sides of the caves, first taking out both the guards, he stabbed the guard on his side with his spear blade, and I just stabbed him with my horn. But we had to cover their mouths so they wouldn't scream and alert the others. 'Cause yeah, the key is to take as many of them out as possible without them knowing. We both go in the cave, running as fast as we can as they start to notice where we're coming. And mainly 'cause my eyes glow red, and I'm pretty sure Scorpion's does too. I run straight in between two of them, turning my two front feathers on my wings into blades as I cut their heads off and stab the third one right in the neck with my horn, killing 3 of them on impact, and flat drop kicking the other one until his skull breaks open. But by the time I killed 4, Scorpion done had about 10 of them already dead. I wondered how the hell he done it so fast. Well, he is a combat expert, so I didn't really question it. He was always good at fighting. For God's sakes, if I met that guy in a back alley, I wouldn't want to fight him. Anyone else would be stupid too. The guy's been through enough training to know what he's doing, so I don't ever question it. So, we realized the cave has another exit, so some of them might have gotten out on the other side. But what we saw in the dang cave was inhumane and wrong. They had little fillies and colts locked up behind cells, and they were skinning them alive. So we released all of them and told them to run as far away from this place as they could. They all nodded and they got out of there as fast as lightning. Which, who's to say I blame them? After all that they've seen, I would want to get out of there too. Yeah, I started thinking we are dealing with some disgusting motherfuckers. And they are clearly going to pay for what they did. But then I find something that, I got a little tongue-tied there, something that we can actually use. A detonation switch for all their warships. I thought to myself, what dumbass in the right mind would create such a stupid piece of shit? I didn't really care. I only questioned it for a few seconds before I said, fuck it, and pushed the button. As I started hearing loud bangs go on all over the world, all over the planet, as all the warships started coming crashing to the ground in a fiery inferno, making them, all their sky forces, forced to fight on the ground, which would really even the playing field, I thought. And believe me, it did. And then we started heading out the back exit, realizing by the time we got to the door, they had us all surrounded. So I looked back at Scorpion and said, "You thinking what I'm thinking?" He just looked back and said, "Yep." And said, "Time to kick ass." Then I looked back and said, "You're telling me?" All the dang enemies just looked at us like, "Yeah, we got a lot more than you, and got you strongly outnumbered. So, try us." Yeah, but little did they know they're dealing with 2 of the most powerful warriors to ever exist. See, as we quickly made use of our surroundings, basically making them frantic after killing their lead commander, Scorpion was the one that dealt the fatal blow, making them wonder why the fuck was he stupid enough to stay here. Why didn't they just retreat? As we started picking them off one by one from the shadows without them even recognizing. Scorpion got more than I did, but sure enough, I spilled my share of blood as well. But he was pretty good at making his death even bloodier. Because believe me, he didn't stop beating them until he knew they were dead. Which, in retrospect, I couldn't blame him. These people are nuts. I mean, these ponies are nuts. Fuck. How many times am I going to get fucking confused in narration? Maybe I should knock my head against the wall a few times and maybe I can think straight. Bang, bang. Yep, let's see if it works now. We went about to see and looked up in the sky at all the smoke that came from all the warships that were crashing into the ground, as a lot of places were on fire from the burning warships and all the spaceship fuel that landed all over them. I didn't really care. I was fireproof, and I'm pretty sure Scorpion was too. So basically, just then a warship crashes on the cave behind us and explodes while we are both walking away. We don't even bother looking back, 'cause we already knew what it was that crashed, and we didn't really pay it any mind either. We just went about and kept on battling like you're supposed to, as two more guards came out and tried to jump us. Scorpion quickly made use of his weapon on the first one, piercing right through his neck, as I took care of the other one, snapping his neck as soon as I seen him. That's what he gets for jumping out at me. And then one fires a missile at us. So I use my magic to stop it and turn it around back at him, as the pony that fired it gets destroyed with his own weapon, without even recognizing how the hell it happened. Yeah, that would be pretty damn confusing. Yeah, if I was in that situation, like how the hell did the missile turn all the way around? It's called magic. When you live in a world full of magic creatures, for God's sakes, even a unicorn can stop a missile. And dang, that's common sense, people. Or ponies. Damn. Getting tongue-tied again? So let's just go on. Walking through the forest, still, we see more blood. And this filly that looks like she was ripped to pieces by one of them, and they were actually eating her. It made me so sick that I just lost it. And yeah, I gave that pony the most brutal death imaginable. I started by ripping off his legs, and as he was agonizingly screaming, begging me to stop, basically I cut him open 5 times and ripped off his wings and horn and stabbed him right in the neck with his own horn. Which honestly, any creature that's cruel enough to do that to a child deserves the most painful death imaginable. Because that is inhumane and wrong, and very fucked up. And I made sure he paid for it. And then we go further in the forest, basically, as the tree lines get a lot thicker. For us, we didn't really care, because basically, we can sense our surroundings. So basically, if they were to jump us, they're fucked. But we found a faint cry for help, which was a little white flame Pegasus mare, which was severely injured and pinned on the ground by one of the beasts, getting ready to be eaten. Scorpion stabbed the creature in the neck, getting him off of her. I scooped her up and used my magic to heal her wounds so she can walk again. And we told her to get as far away from here as possible. So she did, and complied as quick as possible, as she frantically run out to the point so fast that she almost didn't even see the rock in front of her, as she barely even had time to dodge it. Again, I didn't blame her. These creatures are fucked up and shouldn't be doing this on such a peaceful world. And that was Equestrian Armageddon Part 2. Driving back the forces. I hope you liked it. If you didn't, then, oh well, I tried. But I'm pretty sure I'll try even better next time if I got anything wrong. I so hope not, as I've just tried my best. And pretty soon, I will be making another story about my OC. It's a space adventure to where me and a boatload of friends go around protecting the universe from the unknown. I don't know how that turned out, but that should debut before next month, hopefully. It depends on if I can keep up with my schedule or not. Hopefully I can, hopefully nothing goes wrong, but if it does, I'm really going to be pissed. But I love you all. Y'all really do know how to make me happy. This has been the Nova Narrator. Out.